An all new parts gaming PC from Amazon for $363 sounds impossible.
But today we're going to put that together, and it features a dedicated graphics card and a platform that's decently upgradable, but should you build it instead of going used? We're about to find out after a word from today's sponsor. Attention PC builders, do you want to save money on your Windows activation? Well, today's video sponsor, GVG Mall, has you covered, an awesome online marketplace with game keys and also Windows licenses.
It's awesome how easy it is to activate Windows. You literally just buy a key on GVG Mall using code TB20 to get a really good discount, and from there, you literally copy and paste the key into Windows, and boom, you now have an activated version of Windows.
You can get Windows 10, Windows 11, and a bunch of other different keys at GVG Mall. And be sure to use code TB20 on checkout to save money on a Windows 10, Windows 11, or any other key from GVG Mall. Big thanks again to GVG Mall for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get into it, shall we?
So total for this build was $363 pre-tax, and it features all brand new parts from Amazon. And yes, you probably could save a little bit of money if you went really freaky with this build, but we tried to make this build at least somewhat make sense, starting off with the Ryzen 5 4500 6-core 12-thread. We paid $69 for the CPU, which is actually a pretty good deal. For the motherboard at $59, this is an ASRock B450M-HDV revision 4.0, so they've gone through quite a few, but this is a nice budget board. You could go B550 if you wanted to, but honestly there's really no reason to, with this CPU being Gen 3 anyways. And the motherboard of course has a very limited upgrade path. We only have one 4-pin for the CPU and only 2 RAM slots, and I'm sure that it has a few other limitations that I don't see as well. Coming in at $33, we have some Teamgroup RAM. This is the Vulcan Z, 3200 MHz, 16 gigs total. You could save even more money if you wanted to and go 8, but realistically 16 is kind of like our new minimum for gaming anyways, and this stuff's already so cheap, so why go any cheaper? And then coming in at basically the same price of $33, this is the Patriot P300. This is a Gen 3 NVMe M.2 SSD, 512 gigs. That's plenty to get you up and going, and this motherboard does at least have a little bit of storage upgrade path as well.
Now for the graphics card, of course we had to go with the legendary RX 580 2048 for this build. Really, this is the only GPU sub $100 that makes at least a little bit of sense on Amazon right now. At 91 bucks, it's a decent card. Now I will say, disclaimer, recently we've been having some issues with some of these cards over at PC Business, PCBros.tech in terms of longevity. It's kind of hit or miss whether they're gonna last a long time or they're gonna have some failures after being ran for a couple of months. So buyer beware, but again, we're trying to do the cheapest possible PC, and this is technically the best graphics card that we can get at a really cheap price point. And with Amazon's return policy, I think you'll feel pretty safe buying this. But I just want to make sure everyone's aware of the issues we have encountered. And for the power supply, we have the good old Powerspec 500 watt 80 plus white power supply. It's a very basic power supply. It ain't pretty. It got the ketchup and mustard cables, but coming in at a price point of $39, it is the cheapest option that is, well, from a reasonable brand, the Micro Center in-house brand Powerspec. You can spend a bit more money if you want to, which we'll talk about like optimization at the end of this video on things that we would do differently for longevity, spending a bit more money, but in the goal of trying to make this as cheap as possible using Amazon all new parts, this was the best candidate. And once again, the best candidate for the cheapest all new parts PC if we're buying a case on Amazon right now is the Q300L. It is $39. You can get some other cases as well that are around the $30 to $39 price point, but this one is the one that has the most feature set and doesn't compromise on airflow. It at least has good ventilation. It has a decent style to it. It's a budget case. It's going to get the job done, and it's micro ATX, so our board will fit nicely inside of it. Now what we're going to do is put this build together, see how it performs, and again, we'll talk about some of the options that we would do at home. We're going to optimize this build a little bit, but I'm curious to see, for $363, will it game? I think it will, but how well? Let's find out.
Alright guys, we are playing some COD Warzone. We are going low today. We're on the basic preset, so not all the way low, max FOV. We're on 1080p native. We're not using any type of upscaling.
We are using FSR right now.
Oh, are we?
Yes.
We are using an upscaling method.
FSR without frame gen under quality.
Oh yeah, it's quality.
Yeah.
To show you all, yes. So FSR, and we're on balance. Okay. FSR. Which doesn't make sense because, you know, AMD.
AMD. And we're using a pretty old GPU, the RX 580 2048. We have tested thousands of times. And this is a game that we normally wouldn't really recommend somebody play an RX 580 on, but with FSR, we'll see how it is. And we may even try some frame gen depending on how this goes. Oh boy.
Quickly decided that what I was doing was not it.
Yeah, we're trying our best not to turn on frame gen because it does add some input lag that we've noticed. So, and we're already.
Oh my god, you're kidding me.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Dashing Titan?
No guns.
But you're gonna redeploy.
Is that a harpoon? It's a spear.
Oh, this is teammate.
What the heck, bro? Yeah! Here's my kill.
Oh.
Okay, he's running. Oh my god, he had a teammate. Forgot about those things.
Oh no!
Oh my god, it's not even worth it, dude. He's already freaking healed up.
Oh yes.
Squad away, please. Oh my god. Oh, this guy's so lucky, man.
Oh, we're broken.
Oh, what a freak, he had a shotgun. Oh my goodness!
You were
Holy
face
crap.
to face with that guy. Oh.
Oh my god, that guy was a demon. How did he have such accuracy? Oh, he's an idiot. He should have stayed up there.
His teammate! Oh, precision airstrike!
Oh my god, I hit that.
Oh, I didn't know it downed him.
Reload, you stupid guy.
They're back! Yeah,
You
he's done
sick little
again.
Freak. His teammates in the buy station probably buying him back as we speak.
Here comes
Alright, where is he? Oh my god, he bought like 8 of these things.
Here he comes, the big guy.
Oh my god, I'm
No!
choking.
Oh no. Yes,
Yes.
they're done!
I'm gonna die from someone else now.
Oh man.
Oh my god, I just missed the easiest shot of my life. They're behind me.
Sincere! Oh, it's Dashing Titan again.
I think he sniped me. Well, that was Warzone, guys. That was an experience for sure. That was a good shot. I gotta give it to him. But go ahead and try this. I mean, I actually did pretty good. I was pretty impressed with this, and honestly, you don't need more than 60 FPS.
Next game. Okie dokie. When I think of a sub $400 gaming PC, I think of Fortnite. So we're gonna drop in, see what we got going on here. We're running DX12, far medium and slow textures. And I will say, it's not nearly as stuttery as I expected it to be. FPS is a little bit lower, but we'll see what it is when we land. I was expecting a much worse experience. I didn't even do any of the preload stuff of like preloading the textures, getting rid of high-res textures, stuff like that. So we'll see how this holds up.
We must have gotten a good 2048.
We got a good 2048. Oh, there it is. There, here it is. We're probably not gonna be a locked 100. It's probably gonna be more like 90-ish FPS, but hey. Yeah, this ain't bad. Obviously, if you go used at this price point, you can build a pretty awesome PC on the used market, but some people don't want to do that. And theoretically, this has a little bit of room to upgrade. That motherboard is pretty limited, and we'll be sure at the end of this video to talk about things that we would change if we were going to build this. Mostly the case, probably a slightly better motherboard, but everything else is fine. The graphics card we'll talk more about too, because that's definitely a little bit of a gamble based on our previous experience with these GPUs and why we haven't been using them nearly as much as we had in the past.
Aerial strike. He just like stood still.
You're really healing right there.
Mm-hmm.
Puppy dance. Hey!
What up? What up with it?
Oh, there's a lot happening here.
Wolverine. Here, turn around.
Found Bot HQ.
This is some like little Timmy at home that's like having his mom watch her, and he's like, "Mom, look how good I am." Oh no way, they disrespect. Oh, why did they start mining?
Hey, that's Fortnite, guys. I would say comfortably 80 plus FPS, not 100 all the time, especially in these areas where you got the far view distance. We're probably dipping down to the 90s and 80s, but I think it's playable. Not too bad. There's definitely some more stuff you can do to preload textures and maybe get a slightly higher average, but we're gonna run some other games per usual, some really demanding games. That's where we're gonna see the limitations of this PC, but all new parts, not too bad. We're gonna run those benchmarks and then talk about some things we would change if we had a little bit more money to spend.
Alright guys, this PC actually performed really well. I think it was even better than we thought it would have been, considering it's almost 2025 now, and there's a couple things that we would change if we weren't to go as cheap as possible. Maybe a nicer power supply, like a Cybertron or something like that has black sleeve cables. Probably a different GPU, like maybe even going the used route, honestly, like a 1660. And then my biggest gripe is the case. This is an awesome budget case, especially when it came out like 6 or 7 years ago. But I'm a very big fan of getting the cheap cases that have power supply basements now, and those are really my only complaints.
All in all, pretty good platform, getting a decent motherboard with a Ryzen 5 4500, which again, you could cheap out and get a Ryzen 3 4100, but I think spending just the $5 or $10 more for the 4500 is more than worth it for a 6-core 12-threaded processor. You get some pretty decent performance. And the other games we tested, again, will show its limits here. We have Battlefield 2042. We only got 40 to 60 FPS. For some reason, MSI Afterburner would not hook on Battlefield 2042, so I apologize, but you see the top left corner, we had no problems getting 40 to 60 FPS on low settings, not ideal. Wukong at 1080p using low settings with FSR, we got a 58 FPS average, and our 3D Mark score was 4,078, which is only a 9 cent per point score, but that's kind of to be expected with a PC this cheap using all new parts. It's going to be very difficult to get a really good price performance PC, but I think we got pretty close with a decent upgrade path. If you want to build this gaming PC yourself, link in the description down below will be affiliate links to Amazon, and they will help us out. Would you build this gaming PC, or are you someone who would definitely go used, because obviously used is going to have the best price performance, but if you're going to buy new, would this be the best option for you?
So we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
This PC right here will be for sale at PCBros.tech, and we have quite a few PCs for sale, so if you want a really cheap one like this, you can buy it, or if you want one that's $2,000, we got it.
We got everything you want at PCBros.tech. PC building isn't for everyone, and if you want to buy a pre-built with a 1-year warranty, we got you covered over at PC Bros, and use code TOASTYBROS on checkout. You'll save 3% in your next purchase. See you guys later. Bye-bye.